transactional communication. Some people are using AI to replace companionship.
And I think that process of creativity, or that idea of failing multiple times and then building onto it, is also important. And that's why failures are very critical to your individual growth, the way you think, the way you deliver, the way you ask questions. So all of that is part of that learning journey. So failure, I think for me, it has been positive across all my life. So I failed many times. And then that has made me a better person in terms of the way I think, the way I find better solutions and improve upon. So how do you see failures in your
one of
work?
my favorite, failure is so important, especially I'm sort of starting, I sold my business earlier last year, and the IP and things I developed there. So now I'm back sort of rebuilding. Experimentation is so important to find the niche, to find the message that fits. And I always love the phrase, 7 times down, 8 times up. Doesn't matter how many times you fall down, the important part is getting back up. And it's hard, of course, it feels yuck, but that discomfort comes, if you don't choose the discomfort, it comes at the cost of growth. And so if you want to grow, if you want to develop, if you want to find the thing that feels even more you, or that's more aligned and fulfilling, you have to try stuff, and you're probably going to muck it up. So I really just try to hold that that courage almost to keep getting back up and doing it.
What projects you're working on for this year? What are you focusing on? What kind of topics you're working on, and what kind of IP you're focusing on?
Again, it's really fleshing out this conversations or cultural infrastructure. So I've developed 7 conversations that are the bones of a good culture. And so fleshing that out a bit more. I guess I'm just wanting to get out there and test it now. So last year I did a lot of the thinking and the writing behind it, and now I'm getting out into leadership teams, into keynotes, into one-on-one coaching to develop that and test it with people basically, and see how it builds and changes over time. It's a really exciting time to be in communications and relationship building, because AI is taking away so much of that transactional communication. Some people are using AI to replace companionship and empathetic conversations, but I'm hoping that the majority of us realize that AI can't hold that space that a human can hold. And so it's actually a great time to develop your relational skills. And again, people think that having conversations, building relationships is an assumed thing. Oh, you know how to talk to people, you talk all the time. Nah, it's not the same. It is a skill, it's a muscle, it's a craft, it's something we can hone. So I'm very passionate about how can I help more people develop their conversation craft.
And also in this hyper-digitalized AI / post-COVID, and people are working from home, there are people who are more of the audience who want to come and congregate at conferences, events. More of the people are getting involved in attending events, getting out there, networking more often than not. So I think it's a spring pull back. So somebody is pulled back inwards, and then you go outwards more. So that's a natural reaction of the society getting more outwardly when they were pushed so much inwardly.
Yeah, especially during COVID, that made everybody bring it in. And in good time to be in events like you are. People want the experience. They want to be in a room. They want to feel that energy, because it is an energetic transfer. That's why Zoom and virtual communication often falls flat. Yes, it's more difficult because there isn't the incidental hall chats. Yes, you can design it to create more meaningful dialogue, but ultimately it's not an energetic transfer. It's not 2 people sitting in a room sharing the same oxygen, and sharing that interaction. So events are at a premium.